took that into that information to heart, because these guys were the ones that taught me how to lift weights. And then when I was 20 years old, that's whenever I said, yeah, I'm ready, because I've been training hard for about 5 years. I had a solid base. I was 178, 77 pounds, in really good shape. I think my parents still have pictures from that summer. And then that's whenever I decided to delve into the dark side.
And I mean, you were had to be under 198 at the. Seth, you still there?
Yeah, I'm here. My phone.
Okay. You were under 198 at Pittsburgh. So between that time and the Pittsburgh, now, the guys in the gym, you said they kind of try to divert you from it. You feel like nowadays that is happening in general in the gym? Because all I get all the time, I mean, I get a lot of stuff about training and diet and stuff still, but so many people want to know more about the aspect of drugs in sports and what's going on and all this stuff. It's different now,
It really is different. And I mean, it's even different from me stepping away from bodybuilding in 2013 compared to now, 2016. There's a lot of people out there that, I've always been kind of an edgy, no bullshit kind of guy, but there's people out there that are just saying, fuck it, and going with it. And it's something that I always wanted to do, because let's face it, this is reality. This is not fucking cupcake baking classes, right, people. This is fucking professional bodybuilding. These are professional sports. And for me, it's something that I believe that there's a lot of information out there that people really shouldn't be listening to. And that's kind of why me coming back with this and this attitude and this side of me that's like, fuck it, like there's young kids out there that possibly could be hurting themselves, and they need to know the right way to do shit. And, for me, it was learning the hard way with everything. That's sometimes the only way we do learn, is we learn the hard way, and we fuck up a lot.
Now, have you seen, a lot of people, why do you think they shy away from talking about it so much? Like in the industry in general, I've seen actual, pros now start to kind of not really talk about it, but let the cat out of the bag a little bit in general. Like Jay Cutler said flat out, like in some of my videos, he's like, look, I'm not going to lie and say bodybuilding is a clean sport. He's like, and everybody takes the same shit. Nobody's taking something, crazier than the other. Like, people are starting to talk about it a little bit, even like Jay, and Arnold came out and said, yeah, I took steroids, they were legal then, like, little by little, but it just seems to be like, it's still that, people want to know, what's that secret? What are you guys keeping from everyone? Like, have you ever heard of a secret in pro bodybuilding that is like this one thing that comes from the Amazon rainforest that's like trickled down to only the top tier pros, where they can gain 50 pounds of muscle in a month? There's nothing like that, is there? Or is there?
No, it's funny because I remember in college, like, dude, we were training hard as fuck in college, and there was a group of us that just trained balls to the walls, and we'd always be like, man, we were like, once one of us turns pro, man, we're gonna find out what it is. We're gonna get that hookup.
Secret.
We're gonna get that hookup, and it'll work. Well, motherfucker, I did turn pro, and there was no hookup. That didn't exist. So, of course, we all hear about it. We hear, we all hope that there is something like that for us to maybe have to work less.
Right.
I think that's that side of us that is, in a sense, not weaker, but I think that we just want to look for that thing that makes life a little bit easier. You know what I mean? And there's no secret.
Now, I remember Fouad Abiad. I don't know if I'm even saying his name right.
There's nothing easy about anything.
Fouad. He was saying, like, when you turn pro, Abiad. He's like, when you turn pro, a lot of people think as you turn pro, things get easier. He goes, the training gets harder, the dieting gets harder, like the drugs everything gets up like another level as you get better in the pros. Do you think that's true, or do you think that other people kind of can sit back a little bit?
Oh, it's the fucking truth, because what people don't realize is now everything becomes that much more intense. And anybody that turns pro is not satisfied with just turning pro. They want it all.
Yeah.
They want it all, and they want more. They like winning. Anybody that has turned pro has had success at the amateur level, and now if they've turned pro, they're hoping to become successful at a pro level. And whenever you start taking stuff, this is one thing that a lot of young kids don't understand, is that once you do that, your body's chemistry changes. You are no longer the same person you were, 6 weeks ago, 8 weeks ago. You are now altering how your body works, and you need to take that shit into consideration